Welcome to the Defender Expedition Build 2.0. So I'm at the Expedition Centre in Sydney, Australia, and I'm about to get a Pop Top Camper conversion for my Defender 110. So this film's got to be fairly guerrilla style, nothing too fancy. We've got to get it all done for the Sydney 4-wheel drive show, which is in just over a week's time. So I arrived, I spent 4 days driving 1,500 kilometres out from Sturt National Park in far northwestern New South Wales. I've got here, and so I just got to start stripping the car out now, and gradually over time I'll show you what's going to happen and what the Pop Top involves. So here's my car. So all my kit from the inside. I'm currently travelling around Australia, but the opportunity did pop up now in order to get the Pop Top completed. I had called the Expedition Centre earlier at the beginning of the year, but they were booked out at least 5 months in advance, and Daniel gave me a call saying that they had the opportunity to do it now, and so I thought I'd take a detour from my travels and get it done so I actually have somewhere I can live. Something that's actually a home for me rather than just a crawl space, which is what I've been living in now, just a simple bed platform, 2-piece I made out of nothing, and a bed, but when it's really cold, blowing, winding, raining, it's kind of difficult to live in. So this is my final night, sleeping in my simple bed that I made back probably around 2014 or earlier. It cost me basically nothing, very simply made, just myself, but it's lasted me 18 months of sleeping in it nightly on 3 different trips around Australia in 2015, 18 and 19. But it's time to move on. As you can see, it's just a crawl space. There's really not much room for me to move around, and living in it long term isn't really viable much longer. And if I'm gonna have a home sort of to live in while traveling, where I can actually do something other than just sleep, so I can actually sit up and eat or work and edit, then I need something better. And that's where the Pop Top Camper comes in. So I'll get this stuff stripped out and then we'll take a bit more of a peek as to what else is going to happen. If you haven't seen my bed platform before, this seat goes forward. I've got 2 RHS fit into some mounts I made. Another little angle bar, some mounting brackets. And then the front platform slides forward. They basically bounce mounts on here with a few different bolts. And that's my platform, and the bed covers over the fridge, so I've got a fairly good size for 2 people at most. Bit tight, but it was cheap. It cost very little for me to make, and it lasted me 18 months of travelling nightly camping in this. It's quite comfortable otherwise. But this is out. Won't be using this anymore, so I even have a quicker setup with the Pop Top. All the roof rack will come off, and we're getting rid of all these panels and replacing them with slimline ones. So I've just got to pull the 2 different parts apart. I'm just about ready to take it off now. It's been a very long day. Sorry I couldn't do too much filming, but we have to get this finished as quick as possible. So here we are, beautiful convertible, topless. It took at least a good 6 hours plus hours to get everything out. That probably undid about 3 years of work that it took to run all the cables everywhere. All the places I had to run the cables, and all the different mounting systems I had for my HF radio, other communications. So it's quite interesting to pull it all apart again very quickly. The roof's off and it started to be modified. So as I was saying, plan is to get it done probably within a week or so, and then the pop top is going to be actually assembled at the Sydney 4x4 show. So there's a special little hub they've created with various overlanding companies, and they're going to have a little area, and my car will be on display on the Saturday, and we're going to try and assemble the pop top section in front of an audience. So it's a great exposure for me to be there and had this happen. So it was really good timing that the opportunity popped up, literally. So it's just a crazy thing. Look at this. It's just crazy. Sitting inside, just imagine traveling the Outback in this. Bit dusty, but so yeah, pretty tired. But what else? So things I'm changing. So the bed platform will obviously no longer be here. Like I said, that's gone. All the solar racks, I've decided not to put them back on because the Pop Top Camper adds 80 kilograms of weight. That's for the additional framing, bedding, mattress, floor. So 80 kilograms, I got to shed weight. So the 3 solar panels on the roof I originally had, that's all quite heavy. I think it was something like 50, 60 kilograms all up. That's gone, and I've ordered 2 Rad Power Sun Power Gen 3 solar panels, 150 watts, which gives me back 300 watts of solar. They're the most efficient money can buy currently. So they're not as big as the previous panels, so more efficient means smaller size, and also they only weigh about 3.3 kilograms each, so about 7 kilograms all up for the 2 panels on the roof compared to 50 something. Let's take a look outside here and I'll show you what I've got in my ideas for the mounting of my tarps. So my roof racks did have all the little mounting points for my carabiners, which I used to just hook my tarps onto, but instead I'm getting sail track, or a little sail rail, which a canvas tarp with a bit of rope can be threaded in along the side. So I'm getting that done on all 3 sides, so I can basically have an option of putting a tarp either side of the car or at the rear. And the reason for that, because I just don't want extra additional weight and expense of some big fancy awning, which is just too much for me, I think. I'd rather just have a tarp which I can completely adjust to my liking. Whether it's really windy, I might go straight down, or I might have it on a bit of an angle, or I get to choose what's going on. So that would be good, just to have that. I'll have to get my tarps modified. Find some place at Canvas Mob who can just sew on some little end section which allows the rope to fit in and run it along. But again, yeah, it's all about trying to reduce this weight and just make it simple again. Plus, when the pop top goes up, I obviously can't have a roof bars on the roof, because then the whole entire tarp will go up, so it has to be mounted down here. And also, because I'm removing all those panels, I've decided I'm going to only use the lithium battery. So I currently have 2 secondary batteries, an AGM, a 130 amp hour full river, which has been flawless the last 5 years. I think I've had it installed in the car. It's worked perfectly, beautiful battery, full river. And I also have the lithium battery, the 100 amp hour DCS. Now the lithium's just been working beautifully. The last few months of travel, I've been testing it out. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. It's very, very lightweight. It charges up quickly. So I'm getting rid of the AGM battery, which should save another 36 kilograms of weight. So that'd be really good. So I've been putting out some of the other the solder regulators and other wiring, and it's got to have the 300 watts going into my DC to DC charger, which charges the lithium. So I'll be able to put the lithium back underneath the passenger seat now. So that will get it out of the way, and it'll give me a bit more space here, so my 3 jerry cans can fit over that side. Plus, obviously, I'll be removing the bed platform, and that itself weighs probably 15 kilograms, maybe. So very quickly, I've just about made up now for any. I think I'll be 25 kilograms less with the pop top on and this other stuff removed from the car, which is good. So I'm happy with that. You can see all the work I did today, putting out virtually everything in the car, all my camping gear. Most of the stuff is just the camping gear stuff, and then I've got all the additional solar panels and all the electronics, so the HF, different mounts for the HF, and record fire extinguishers, or my lighting. That's another thing, lighting. So I obviously won't have a roof rack to mount these onto, but these will be mounted into the new section for the pop top. So they'll be basically mounted right here into the side of the pop top. So it'd be a bit easier and a cleaner installation, and again less weight with all the additional brackets that I previously had. And for the rear, I got rid of my big one. So this is what I previously had. Big solid hunk here. It's probably a few kilograms on itself, but I wasn't very happy with the way the pattern would come out. I had it mounted up here, and this sort of arc here was fine for whenever I was reversing, mostly around camp, but I'd typically have very little light over this side. It just wouldn't quite go wide enough. So I'm planning on having 2 smaller lights, just like I did for the front, and perhaps mounting one there and one up over here somewhere. So that way it's just easier when I am reversing, or when I'm just around camp, I actually can have a bit more foot of light. And that will give me basically 5 lights. So I've got the 2 on the back then, 1 on each side and 1 on the front, which gives me a 360 degree lighting for when I'm around camp, as well as safety lighting. There have been a few times when I've been traveling that I felt there might be someone around, or that something was trying to break into the car, so I flick on all my lights so I can see a full view outside. Plus also walking around in campgrounds, snakes are about, so I like to flick them all on, and then I can just walk around easily without having to have a head torch on all the time. So lighting, yeah, upgraded the rear lights. In the rear, that panel I took out, which had my 2 4-inch speakers, I may still not put those back in. I'll just have to see with the pop top whether I can fit them in, because there's only so much gap between the new section of roof that is put in, as obviously the pop top section comes here and creates a new area for the door to close, and then the old roof section fits on top up here. So all this section won't be usable, but the pop top section may still have room for the 4-inch speakers. But if I can't put them back in, they'll be okay. Just having a place I can actually live in comfort would be much better. Here's another Defender that's just being currently completed. But here's that middle section I talked about. So this is where my speakers used to fit, but they won't fit here now because it is a smaller section. And this other new part is the door surround frame. And up top is where all the new sort of section is. So I can perhaps put the speakers back in here, but we'll just have to see. But the sail rail I'm putting in for the sail track, that will fit just here. So it's just high enough that it's out of my height, head height. Still to be fine for my height. But yeah, about an extra 160 millimeters taller. But that would be great, because obviously with all the roof rack, it probably won't make much difference. It'll be about the same height overall. As far as the interior storage solution goes, for now I'm probably going to keep it as is. I'm not going to have any budget left over for any more mods after this. This is pretty much just to get phase 1, which is a pop top done, and then some solar obviously to to reduce the weight of all the rack, so I could actually get the pop top fitted on and not go over GVM. But for now, without a bed platform here and the mattress on top, it's going to be a lot easier for me to access these two cabinets. And I can do it from inside. When I'm not sleeping up top, I can move boxes around downstairs. The floor section actually pushes up as well, so I can basically stand up like at full head height like I am now inside my Defender, and the roof will be up there. So I'll be able to actually figure out some sort of system here though, just for restacking the boxes, perhaps redistributing them, and maybe just have a computer desk. So I'm thinking I might even be able to start editing again. If I do have this all set up, I can still have my laptop, edit while traveling. Not as much as I previously did, but I can at least just poke along and get some of it done. Now these boxes, when I do start doing some interior mods, I'll probably keep these boxes and just have maybe like three doors cut here, so I can still use the same box and just reach in from that way. But like I said, that's a future thing, but I'll keep it in mind. I may even get rid of these two boxes and completely design something different, because I really would like something that I can actually, it goes all the way up to the roof where the floor is for the new pop top for the bedding. So something that goes all up here would be not much nicer to have. So the original roof is getting a few modifications just so they can put the new roof bottom section in, and then it's going to get resprayed nice and white again. So it would look virtually like a brand new car, really. It'd be absolutely beautiful. The old solar, I'm very happy with this. This is all homemade. Many people ask me where I got it from. Made it all myself, just designed it out, integrated it. So I'll be selling this and try and recoup some of the costs of my new solar panels, because this was quite a few hundred to the setup. But yeah, it's just too heavy for me to be keeping it any longer. And that's day one complete. So tomorrow's another day, and we'll keep on working along and try and get this all ready in time for the Sydney 4-wheel drive show. Stay tuned. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to help support the creation of more videos and see behind the scenes and bonus content, join me on Patreon. Click on the Patreon button on the site now. Thanks for watching.